Good morning, guys. It's Winston here again. Today, my topic is about what is happening in the real estate market. The last 6 months, there's a huge turnaround from being a vendor's market is changed into a buyer's market. Now the prices actually were selling $100,000-$200,000 above the current valuation, but what happened in the last 6 months, it has changed, and most of the houses has been selling probably 10-15% below the CV. For example, if a house is selling for 1.4 million 6 months ago, and the last couple of months, or maybe for the last 4 or 5 months, it was selling for probably around 1.2 1.3 million. There's a huge turnaround. And the question is, what is happening right now? Some good news. The last couple of weeks, things have changed. The government granted 71,000 people permanent residence in New Zealand out of the 140,000, 115,000 people. And I do believe the same thing happened in Australia. Quite a lot of people got the residence. Plus the good news, the students are coming from overseas countries like India, China, Brazil, Europe. They're coming to study in New Zealand and Australia. The homestays, and like people can't travel, they're coming as well. So the market has shifted quite nicely in the last couple of weeks. So these 71,000 people who got the resident in New Zealand. That was, I heard from statistics. I'm not 100% sure exactly how many. If these people, when they start buying, they're going to 80 to 85% of the population who got the residence will stay in Auckland. And out of that, I'm sure 20,000 people will be on the North Shore and Hibiscus Coast. So there is a turnaround in the last 2 weeks. You could see that it's more sold stickers on the signboards. And buyers are coming. The open homes are really dull, quiet, hardly anybody there a month ago. The last couple of weeks, things have changed. More buyers, more competition among the buyers. And I remember I was doing a couple of open homes, and Chock-a-Block, there's so many buyers there, and we got offers as well. So things are slowly changing, but we do not know exactly how long it's going to go, whether it's going to continue for the next till the end of the year, or there's going to be a shift in the market. Now, one thing is for sure, for the next 2 months, things are going to be busy. The reason, because these people are going to, who got the money, are going to buy houses. So if you're a vendor, if you're a landlord looking to sell in the next 6 to 12 months, I do believe now is a great time, because if you're selling and you're going to buy in the same market, if you're selling your property and want to downsize, it's a great time to sell. If you're selling, you want to go to a retirement home, it's a fantastic time. If you're selling and you're moving overseas, it's a fantastic time. The only time, one thing I would say, if you're actually selling it and then you're going to buy a business, you're selling and putting the money in your bank, it may not be the best time. But if you are downsizing, want to buy in the same market, want to go to retirement home, planning to go overseas, now is a great time. And also keep in mind, the media speculation, sometimes it's not 100% true. They always like to talk what is negative about and what is going to happen negatively, not positively. So there's a lot of fear among people as well. So see the positive side of it. It is a good market now, slowly changing. The auctions are doing better. When a couple of months ago, maybe 3 or 4 houses are selling out of 10 properties, but now 7-8 properties are selling. So there are some changes happening. And if you see the retail industry is doing very well compared to 2 to 3 months ago, and they picked the business of picking up nicely. There's more jobs here. People are talking about recession and a lot of things going to happen in the next couple months and next year. But I believe a lot of good things are happening, because retail industry is doing quite well at the moment. More jobs are created. The unemployment is actually 3%, a little more, a little less, and there's so many jobs available. If you're looking for a job, there is plenty of jobs in the market. So I believe it's a fantastic time. See the positive side. Always look outside the box and see what you can do better. Overall, it's a great time for vendors, a great time for landlords, and it's also a good time for buyers as well, because there's quite a lot of properties coming into the market. There's going to be more competition, and both on the vendor side and also on the buyer side as well. So make the best use of it. That's why I always say make hay while the sun shines, and I do believe it's a great time for vendors and for landlords as well in the coming months to come. So we don't know the long term, because some of the banks predicted the interest rates are going to shoot up. At the moment, it's on 5.2%. Some of them do predict it may go up as well. Some of the property gurus are predicting it's not going to go up because the election is coming. So we do not know. There's a lot of speculation. But if you see day to day, the market has shifted a little bit. And if you are planning to do your things like going to retirement home, downsizing to a smaller place, moving from one town to the other, it's a great time. And if you have any questions, give me a call. We can have a chat. My name is Winston. My number is 027 233 993. Give me a call. We can have a coffee, and then we can go from there. In the meantime, have a beautiful day.